Alright, just got off 177, 2152. I think that's one of the buses that swapped from the north down to the new Jandakot depot, which has started operation due to the shutdown. So that's why here we are at Hill Street in the city here. So now I cannot turn my phone right now, if not the sound is gonna get completely muted. But hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Adelaide Terrace right now, and I'm walking to the front to one of the 5-star hotels. Yes. So Duxton Hotel, Perth. I'm walking to the front, which is just across the street. Unfortunately for this route, it has to stop here. If I actually got the 39, that I actually missed it just in front of my 960 earlier on at Vic Park Transfer, I could have got off right in front of the hotel. But unfortunately, because of the arrangements of the routes, it actually, this one will be stopping back here, all the way back there, and the 39 will be at the front, so that's fine. But here we are anyways, we're walking to the front. Here's Duxton Hotel right there, this building. And we're gonna have one last fancy meal. It's gonna be over $100 this meal, but one last meal before I head to the airport. Got a lot of buses here. Bentley Wyong Road 2890, again a Jandakot bus, and 9:30. That's so full, wow. Oh. 4 minutes per bus for 9:30, rush hour. So here's Duxton Hotel. Let's get inside. We have one of the restaurants, which is actually just right here. Firewater Grille. I've booked my spot, so let's get in there. There it is, right there. Inside the hotel here, and here's our restaurant. Okay, so I'm definitely not really dressed to the feel over here, but it's hot, and of course everyone expected it's going to be hot, so that's fine. But I look, I'm just having a casual shirt, behaving well inside the high-class restaurants, basically not like sitting stupidly, and I'm sitting very straight on the chair without actually doing too many stupid things. And remember to put this on your lap. So ordered 3-course menu, of course. At the end, we ordered desserts. I haven't ordered that yet, but scallops entree. Main course is a T-bone steak, 400 grams. And with a mocktail of the day. With these 3 things, without the dessert, is already $59 for the T-bone, for $15 for the mocktail. It's so expensive for the mocktail, but this is the hotel, 5-star hotels, of course. $74 right there, and the entree is $26, so it means exactly on the dot 100 if I don't order anything else. But I'm definitely going to order another dessert, so it's going to be $120 to $130 for this meal. But it's the last meal, so let's just go ahead and eat something fancy. I still remember last year what I ate for the last meal in Perth is actually freaking McDonald's. So it's like completely in the opposite direction this year. So one last meal, let's just enjoy it. Here we are with the entree. Unfortunate is that actually even inside a 5-star hotel and inside a fancy restaurant, there are flies flying around right now. This is so unacceptable, kind of, but this looks very appetizing and it definitely smells very nice, so let's get it. Alright, let's dig in. There are some beans at the bottom, which is not the beans that I don't like, so hopefully it's good. And we also have, hang on. And here's the drink of the day, $15. Lychee berries mixture. I don't remember what the staff actually told me, but let's have lychee in it, berries. Very, very nice. Let's do it. That is refreshing. Wow. It matches very well between the berry and the lychee. I can definitely taste both of them inside, but they're not like overpowering each other. They balance out very, very nicely. Now onto the scallops. They can have a little bit more sear on this side, and also the outer side should have a little bit more sear. Doesn't have a lot of color on the outside, but let's see the taste. There's a Thai twist on it with the coconut broth. Really, really good. And a little bit of the, let's try beans. The beans matches really well with the sauce. The sauce actually really brings up the whole dish. Right here. Definitely a Thai infused dish. I always like to have some pepper with my stuff, so that's why there it goes. This broth is really good. If I can order some bread, that would be great, but it's already so expensive. I try not to actually spend too much money. This is how the beans looks like. It's actually more like, I don't know what beans these are. Maybe like lentil beans. Definitely good though. Actually, it's not lentil beans. It's a mixture of beans. A lot of beans in here. Definitely see some red beans. Definitely see some chickpeas as well. There's a chickpea right there. That's good. Scallops taste really nice, cooked perfectly, not chewy at all. It just matches with the sauce well. Last scallop, it was so good. I enjoyed the whole appetizer / entree that you guys call it. Now, originally I would like to go with the fish, but after I ate scallops, I don't want to go with fish anymore, so that's why I go with steak. Now let's wait for our steak. What a perfect sight this is. Wild forest mushroom sauce is what I always like. Forest, or basically mushroom sauce, any types of mushroom sauce is always my favorite. With the 400-gram T-bone steak. Let's do it. Let's dig in. This is gonna smash so well with this. I've ditched the straw because actually there's a lot of random they're berry bits in there, so that's why it's not good to have the straw. Now basically T-bone is actually in the middle. There's actually a bone. That's why one side is one type of steak and the other side is actually another type of steak. So that's why I don't actually remember. One side is actually like a ribeye and the other side is like a sirloin or something. Let's dig right in. Let's see how the perfect medium rare cooked is. That looks pretty good to me. Ooh, that looks pretty good. No sauce first. Nicely seasoned. Someone might actually also say that it's actually over seasoned because it's actually quite rich in salt, but with beef it's actually very good. Let's try the sauce. Ooh, very thick. Oh man, this is a must right here. Let's go to the other side of the bone now. This side looks a little bit more fattier, a little maybe more tougher. Let's slice a smaller piece here. Now this is actually along St. George Terrace. I'm actually sitting next to the window, and here comes the fly. Gosh. Actually, it's not bad actually spotting buses here, but we cannot actually see any of the shutdown routes here, so that's why. Like there are no 221s, no 230. They don't run around here, so that's why, unfortunately. Oh my god, this sauce. This sauce is something else. Staff coming over to ask my feelings on the place. I'll just cut whenever I need to. 400 grams. They actually also have another one for the day. 750 grams. This is $59 for 400. They have a special for today. 750. $79. A B12 just drove by. $270. So let's cut out the bone here. It's directly in the middle here. It's just a small little piece. So right there. That's not elegant whatsoever. Don't do that in high-class restaurants. Oh man, this is so good though. This sauce is just magnificent. Look at this sauce. Look at that. It's just basically a mushroom. Mixed with a little bit of cream. Really, really rich in mushroom flavor. And always as we goes, sides. That's right. The steak though, oh. I've eaten quite a few steaks by myself, cooking by myself, seared by myself at home, and it just doesn't compare with outside, really. Although outside is just basically a plain old steak that you can actually cook at home, but their way of cooking is just, you cannot cook it at home like this. This is barbecue with the char on it, you know? Almost done with the steak. Pretty stuffed, definitely. 400 grams is not a easy task for a lot of people, so that's why. But 400 grams for me is definitely okay. I usually actually, when I go out and when I actually buy my own steak, I actually also get like 300 to 400, so that's fine. This sauce is so good. Now, one thing that I hope they actually do is actually cut these out, if they could. They could have actually just trim a little bit and get rid of the excess fat. It's basically just fat, and of course I won't eat it. But overall speaking, this is a very, very good steak, seared to perfection with the medium rare right there, which is how I always like how it cooked. But I usually don't actually order medium rare in actually when I'm not going to a very fancy restaurant. This one's a very fancy restaurant, so I trust their skills. But for some of the not too fancy restaurants, I don't really trust them too much, so I go with medium. Because sometimes if I actually ask them to do medium rare, and they end up giving me a way too rare. But this one's perfect. The sauce is so good. I'm literally wiping the plate right now with the sauce. Last bite, murdered all of the sauce, literally wiping the plate with it right now. And then all of the sauce inside this jug of sauce is already gone, everything gone. And to finish the meal off with a dessert, strawberry charlotte, which is actually a sponge cake with basically locally sourced strawberries. From Boosbrook, actually. I've just been there last week, so. And now you can see definitely from the last scene, compared to the last scene, it's getting definitely a little bit darker now because of the sun is setting. But literally I just went to Boosbrook last week, which is pretty troll, with the 311 service. But I just went there, I didn't went to the farms and anything, so. We got strawberry coulis, strawberries, what are these? Strawberry, there's some random squares here. Strawberry cream mousse and the sponge cake. Let's give you guys actually have a seat, have a look here. Ooh, another sponge cake. We got some coulis inside. That's pretty cool. Let's dive right in. Ooh. Ooh. Quite a heavy dessert actually. After a heavy meal, I would like a lighter dessert, but apparently It's good, but a little bit too heavy. Let's get some strawberry coulis on there. I don't want this. I don't want the leaf. I don't really taste much of the strawberry coulis on the outside. Those random dots. I'm not literally tasting anything. The dessert itself is good. Inside is actually a berry compote. Very rich, very smoky. Very smooth and silky. I want to combine smooth and silky to get a smooky. What the? Well, a little too heavy actually. Slightly too heavy. Better than chocolate mousse. If you're going to order that, that would be murder after a big steak. But this is okay. At least. What makes it heavy is actually having a breadcrumb with that. A little bit of a crumble biscuit bottom for the cake. These are a little bit of a biscuit. That's very buttery and very, very thick. But I'm doing actually a strawberry dessert, so it's actually balanced it out a little bit, but still a little too heavy in my opinion for the dessert after a big meal. Of course, I chose it myself, which is my fault, but of course I just wanted to give you guys some more dishes to see, to get an overview of what this restaurant actually does. Last bite of this culinary journey. Alright, I'm gonna give my final thoughts inside here. Very, very decent meal. In terms of the price, I think it's worth in terms of the price that I actually have paid this today, and also the environment associated with it, and also the style associated with the overall hotel. Considering this is actually a hotel, so of course high price will be expected. So that's why. But overall speaking, the food quality is very, very decent. The entree and also the main course, very, very delicious. I like literally everything except the fly actually earlier on flying around me. But everything on that is actually pretty perfect. The dessert is a little bit... it is tasty, but I think it's just me choosing the wrong dessert for that. I probably don't even need a dessert because of so heavy everything is, but the dessert is also very good. It's just the strawberry compo on the outside and also those little squares. I have no idea what's for. I'd rather they actually go ahead and just basically like pour the strawberry coulis on top of the cake, on top of the overall main thing on the middle, the flower shallot cake, which is going to be way better in my opinion. But overall speaking, very, very decent experience. Environment is a 5 out of 5. Actually, environment is actually not a 5 out of 5 because of the fly. So environment will be actually a 4.5 out of 5. Service is actually a 4 out of 5. Of course, they're basically doing how high-class restaurants needs to be. They come in, ask you whether everything is good, calling you sir or madam, very decent. Of course, this is actually expected in high-class fancy restaurants. But a little bit is actually, they're not really showing a lot of smile, which that's why I actually lower down 1 point, because smiling is actually very important when you're actually serving customers, so that's why. And food, I will give it a, so the food I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 as well. So overall speaking, I'm gonna give Firewater Grille here in Duxton Hotel a 4.3 out of 5. Definitely very, very decent, especially the main course. Order steaks. When you order steaks, get the wild forest mushroom sauce. That is the banger right there, so get that. Entree, the scallops are very nice, and also they actually offer 6 oysters for $33, which is not a bad deal to be honest. Because outside I sometimes ordered 1 oyster for $6, so that's why 6 oysters for $33, that means actually around $5.50 for one. It's actually not bad. So there are also other things including fish, all of the sorts of different meats, or even actually some steaks for you to share as well. There's actually a tomahawk steak on the menu for 2 people, which costs $150, so that's why. And also for that one, actually have sauce and 2 sides included. So that's why that is very good for people, for you guys to share with one another. because if you actually want just one normal plate and if you want sides with it, you actually need to pay $16 for sides, which is ridiculous. So that's why I didn't order any sides, which there are actually some asparagus, salad, chips, all these things you can choose from. I didn't actually order any of those because it's a little too much. But if you guys want to go ahead and try this place out for like a birthday or some very special celebrations, it is actually highly recommended. Hope you guys enjoyed this Justineater episode. The next Justineater episode will be back in Hong Kong. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Click on these videos up top. Remember to like and subscribe. Click the bell so that you can get notifications when I post. Check out the links in the description down below for my other channels and my Instagram. Click on these videos up top, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!